So much needed Pokemon card reprints of Scarlet and Violet era sets have been confirmed, but I can't help but wonder, is it even gonna matter? What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. You're watching the channel Dr. Applesauce 2. My name's Will. It's another beautiful day here in Texas. I hope you guys know that I love you, God loves you, that there is an awesome plan for your life. So there's been a lot of speculation and honestly controversy, and I guess even some well-known PokeTubers got into some hot water because they misspoke about these reprints, but there's reprints that have been confirmed to be coming for the Scarlet and Violet era sets prior to Prismatic Evolutions that are not specialty sets. So I've got a list right here: Obsidian Flames, Twilight Masquerade, Paldean Fates. Was Paldean Fates a specialty set? I can't remember. Surging Sparks, Paldea Evolved, stuff like that. Now this is really interesting, and you might be saying, well, what about the Prismatic Evolutions reprints? Okay, hang on. Prismatic Evolution has barely been out for a couple months. Let's talk about all the other stuff that's going crazy and expensive right now, okay? There's a lot of controversy around this because one, we definitely need reprints right now with how crazy the Pokemon card market is, how expensive some of these booster boxes are. Surging Sparks booster boxes are $250 a booster box. I have yet to even open a single Surging Sparks pack. That's just me personally. I haven't been willing to pay crazy prices for them, but it's no contest. Nobody is arguing that these things need to be reprinted, but I'm curious if it's even gonna make a difference, if it's gonna matter, not because reprints won't help the market. If the reprints are allowed to come out properly, then more stock and more availability should make the prices go down a little bit. I don't think it'll be a ton. I think maybe Surging Sparks, if we're lucky, booster boxes will go down to like $200 from $250, but there's a lot of really cool cards in these sets that people want. You got the Pikachu looking over his back like he's an Instagram model from Surging Sparks. Card's crazy how crazy expensive that card is. I personally think it's okay. We've got I think it's the Greninja, right, from Twilight Masquerade. Beautiful card. Paldean Fates, you got the Bubble Mew, you got that Charizard. Both of those are worth a pretty penny. Paldea Evolved, you got the Magikarp. There's some good chase cards in these sets that are being reprinted that are worth a decent amount of money, but here's the problem. Here's what I'm concerned with, and maybe I'm just jaded now because of everything that's going on, but I really took a moment to analyze and be like, okay, Will, are you just being jaded, or are your concerns founded on at least some semblance of reality? And I do believe that my concerns are founded on at least a modicum of reality. And the reason I'm concerned is I have no faith that when these reprints come, that distributors will charge MSRP or more for them. We've seen proof. I've shown proof on this channel. You've seen very well-respected and very knowledgeable people like Danny Phantom, like Rudy from Alpha Investments, and many other, Pokemon TCG content creator YouTubers that are also really heavily vested into actually owning a store or, buying product and selling product. You've seen many people like this go on record just verbally saying that the market can't recover because distributors aren't allowing the market to recover, because when reprints come, they just charge market or they charge right below market. And that's why I'm not sure if these reprints that there's been controversy over and now confirmed that they're coming are actually going to help or actually going to do anything. Look at Surging Sparks, for example. We're just going to use that for the example for the reprints because it's the most coveted of all the reprints. But look at Surging Sparks, for example. It's $250 market value a box right now, okay? So here come all these reprints. What's to keep the distributors from charging $200 a box to the stores? Then those stores have to turn around and sell to us when they're already doing that. They're already doing that with other products. They're already charging $40 for a Surging Sparks booster bundle. They're already charging, good Lord, tons of money for 151 booster bundles when they get reprinted. What's to keep distributors from charging $200 to sell to Jim Bob's LGS and Bait Shop because they just, they popped up. They've sold fishing supplies for 20 years, but they saw that there was money in Pokemon cards, so they popped up and started selling Pokemon cards because they stream on Whatnot, and now they're an LGS. But when they sell from the distributor, what's to keep them from charging $200 per booster box? Because hey, we're selling below market. Market's $250, so we're the good guys, right? I know we're the distributors. I know we bought them for $50 a piece from Pokemon themselves, but we're only selling them for $200 to the local game stores when market's $2.50. So Mr. LGS, you can take around and sell it for $2.30, $2.40, make a $20 profit, and you're still a hero. I know this may sound a little jaded and a little biased, and I'm bringing this perspective because I don't hear anybody else talking from this perspective with this opinion about this issue. Reprints are great. I love reprints. But my eyes have really been opened over the past 4 or 5 months with the craziness that's been going on since Surging Sparks, and then followed up with Prismatic Evolutions, and that's probably going to continue to ramp up with Journey Together. And then when Destined Rivals comes out, it's just going to be like a frat party of insanity and people just throwing their money around, begging to be taken advantage of, and, you know, spend $200 on an Elite Trainer box and then posting videos crying because they spent $600 on 6 ETBs and pulled $20 worth of cards. That's a real video. That's a real video. Somebody posted that video crying because they bought 6 Prismatic Evolutions Elite Trainer boxes for $660, and they pulled like $25 worth of cards. And that's what's going to happen. And that maybe I'm just jaded from everything that I've learned over these past 5 or 6 months. Chief among those, and I know some of y'all have already known this, but I didn't know this. Chief among those being the distributors are the biggest scalpers out there. Distributors who are getting product directly from Pokemon are the ones that are not allowing the market to correct, because they have salesmen that get commissions based on what they sell, and obviously they want to capitalize and make as much money as they can, whether that's right or wrong legally. It's wrong morally, in my opinion. Just gonna come and sell the Surging Sparks booster boxes for $200 to an LGS, or sell them for $190 or $180 or whatever, when they should be selling them to the LGSs for $90. I don't know. Maybe I'm just jaded, but I have no confidence. Not trying to be negative, just trying to be honest. I have no confidence that these reprints are actually going to help based on that specifically. Hopefully I'm wrong. It is good that Pokemon is making reprints, and it is good that Pokemon is aware of these issues, and I promise you Pokemon is not happy about it. Yes, Pokemon wants to make their sales, and yes, Pokemon wants to sell out of product, but they are aware of what's going on. It'll be interesting to see how they adapt and course correct moving forward. If they put stipulations and restrictions on distributors, because in my opinion, distributors should have mandated pricing that they have to sell if they get the product from Pokemon. If they're sourcing product elsewhere and paying more for it, whatever. But if they're getting the product from Pokemon, distributors should be selling a booster box to a local game store for $90. I don't care if the I don't care if the market on that booster box is $250 or $100. You should be selling it for $90 to the LGS. I guess we'll see. We'll know pretty soon what these reprints are going to be sold for to LGSs, but then you add on the fact that there's also LGSs that just, you know, want to charge market regardless of how much they're actually paying from their distributors. So it's this whole convoluted mess. So I don't know. Maybe it won't even help. Let's plan for the worst and hope for the best. Hopefully everybody will be able to get their hands on more Surging Sparks, more Paldea Evolved, more Paldean Fates, more Obsidian Flames, all of that good stuff, more Twilight Masquerade at really reasonable and affordable prices, and we can all be happy. We will see. Let me know down in the comments below what you think about these reprints and how the reprints may or may not affect the market. I'd love to know. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. That is free for you to do, and it really does help a lot. Go watch this one next. YouTube says you'll like it. And like I always say, find somebody to love and serve today. Be the change you want to see in the world. See you next time.